have Miss Tan Ai-zhen, animal lover, well-known movie and TV actress, and a vegetarian cooking show host.
Wow.
青海无上师，我们大家都会有信心，不要太难过。
你好。
而且上师今天很美丽，你的服装是为了研讨会特别设计的吗？
Yeah, thank you. That's Chinese. Chinese 长袍呢？
是。那么在19年前，我看过报道哈，上师在苗栗山上修行的时候，那么过着简单的生活，那么曾经告诉大家用白饭放海苔还有黑芝麻就可以吃得很开心。所以我想请问，那么我们吃素要吃得很简单，但是怎么个简单，但是又能够让自己的身体充满能量、容光焕发，就好像上师你一样。谢谢。
Miss Tan， 你好，谢谢来光临哈，你自己也是很漂亮，又健康。
Thank you.
You are also beautiful, and very, very healthy yourself. You are a good example of being a vegan. 20 plus years ago, it's true that I was eating black sesame. No seaweed, no luxury like that. Sesame and brown rice and clean water, yes. And salt, yeah, okay. Sometimes soy sauce, no? Okay. Now that was when I was on the retreat. Yes, I sit on retreat meditation alone for 3 months. And of course, I don't want to bother people bringing food to me every day. First, it's bothering to the busy, ordinary people. Second, they will be disturbing me every time knocking at the door for food. So I just make simple sesame in a big pot and easy to eat anytime I wish. The thing is, that's also enough nutrition, because there was a monk in Taiwan. He's teaching Qigong, he's very, very strong. He could bend metal like you bend noodle, huh? A big metal stick like my thumb, he would bend it like you bend noodle. And if you put a knife onto his throat, he would just bend it by his own qi, power. I mean the vital energy of his body. He just make the knife spring away or bend it. Useless. You can't kill him. And if you stab him on the back, the knife also spring back. If you broke a glass bottle on his body, it would just break into pieces. It's never harm or injure his body. And he eats only black sesame, brown rice, and water. Why black sesame? Because black sesame is cheaper. That's all. White sesame also has good quality. But I don't advise everybody to just eat that. All right? That is for people who has no time or who would prefer to live very frugal and simple, like a monk or retreat person. Yes? I'm not always eating black sesame and brown rice, Miss Tan. But I do very, very often because of my busy schedule. You understand, Miss Tan? Yeah. But whenever I'm not busy, I also do a little cooking show for people to let people know that vegetarian is very tasty, just the way you do. Yeah, I'm going the same direction as you are. And I don't advise everybody just to eat brown rice sesame, even though it's healthy. But it's not palatable all the time. Although when I eat it, I feel very, very good. Tasty, yeah? Anything was tasty. But the thing is, not everybody like this. Yes? So please don't advise your audience on TV to just eat brown rice and sesame. Even though, according to Oshawa, the Japanese nutritionist, he was very healthy and very, very famous. He wrote a book about nutrition and how to cure cancer and all kind of incurable disease by brown rice and sesame. If we want to cure our disease, we have to eat according to instruction, not just blindly sesame and brown rice. Yeah, not just that, but people eat vegetarian, they also cure many diseases. You know that yourself, yeah? You want to have brown rice sesame all the time? Can do. Yeah, can do. The monk, he's still living, he stay in Taiwan. He live in a place called Lingshan Jiangtang. You can go and learn Qigong with him, and you know how he's very, very strong. You cannot defeat him with anything. I am also a living example. I eat brown rice sesame a lot of time. Whenever I'm too busy, can't even cook, or I don't want to bother my assistant to cook because they are also busy, then we, all of us, eat brown rice sesame. And even my dogs, during those times, they also eat brown rice sesame, and they're very healthy. No problem with any of us at all. It is a problem when we eat a lot more rich food, and sometimes I feel sorry for them, and I give them a little vegan butter and vegan cheese and all that, and then they get fat, and, and the doctor say, oh, please, put your dogs on diet, something like that. Otherwise, even just brown rice and sesame, for me, it was enough. I had never experienced any health problem when I was on a brown rice, sesame, and water diet. It's just that, of course, I'm going out a lot also, and whenever I'm out, people cook vegetarian, and I just eat them, okay? But during the brown rice, sesame period, I never experienced any discomfort of any kind. Now, we will have a lot of energy and health from the vegetarian diet. The one that you're teaching is very nutritious already. But not all have to eat the brown rice sesame, please. We have tons of nutritious, appealing, tasty food from the vegetable, fruits, legume kingdom, which can be enjoyed raw, liquid, or cooked. They are delectable, healthy, and give us abundance of energy inside and make us young, vigorous outside, yeah? We will feel happy and very energetic. You know it yourself, and your audience of your cooking show would know that. They would tell you that. They would give you feedback that, yes. People even just to eat vegetable for 2 weeks, they feel a big difference already, yes. And thanks, by the way, for what you're doing to help bring this vital information to the public on your veggie show. You're doing a great job. When people see just how beautiful and healthy and energetic you are, and they will be convinced. I'm sure countless of people have become vegetarian because of your show. God bless you. Yes? God bless you. We also have a lot of international shows and healthy lifestyle advice and cooking shows from experts, medical professionals, yogis, from all over the world to offer people knowledge of a better lifestyle, the vegetarian lifestyle. Or people can log on to our website, suprememastertv.com, for a rich wealth of veggie info. The myth that vegetarians are undernourished is just a myth, nothing else. To prove it, we can point to so many beautiful, healthy vegetarians and successful vegans out there. We have all of them on TV. Yeah, some of them very famous, like in Formosa even. Look at your fellow celebrity, Ta S, Big S, also known as Barbie Shu, yeah, internationally, who is a lovely vegetarian singer and actress. There are movie stars like Tobey Maguire, who plays Spider-Man, Kareena Kapoor from India, Yogi Cameron, the former super male model, the most expensive male model, who became an acclaimed Ayurveda and yoga therapist. American vegan basketball stars James Donaldson and John Sally, Brandon Brazier, the professional Ironman triathlete and vegan, Olympic athletes, etc. In fact, many of the best athletes and supermodels choose to be vegetarian or vegan so that they can maintain top healthy condition to do their job. That's why they are the best in their field. Yeah, just log on to our websites, www.suprememastertv.com, alternative-living. You can download a free flyer that has some of these veggie elite people and the benefits of a veg diet. Oh, many more unsung vegan and vegetarian heroes who walk among us, of all ages and all professions, from doctors to actors to singers to athletes to fitness trainer. They are healthy, their eyes are shining and skin is glowing. They often have a brighter face and attitude. And it's been proven that they live longer. It is a meat-eating population who suffer 3, 4, 5, 7 times the rate of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, etc. In Formosa, a study found that the vegetarian diet protects men from getting prostate cancer even. And that's the most dangerous for men, eh? Prostate cancer. Men are very afraid of that. Another study found that Formosan postmenopausal women who were vegetarian had much lower blood pressure than women who were not vegetarian. There are countless studies such as these and about children as well. Children who are born and raised vegetarian seldom get sick like their non-vegetarian peers, who come to school with the flu or get skin disease and allergies and obesity and all kinds of unbearable afflictions at a tender age. So it's not fair to the children to feed them meat. It's time to look after our family health in a better way. Even the U.S. First Lady, Michelle Obama, she shared with her people through personal experiences that fresh vegetables and fruits daily give herself and family more energy and better health. And she's going to appear on some of the Sesame TV show to teach children about how beneficial vegetables and fruits are. You see, it's good news, huh? Many doctors in the U.S. advise people to be veg. They treat their patients with veg diet and they go out a healthier, medicine-free, longer life expectancy person. These are respected and even famous doctors like Dr. Joy Furman, Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, Dr. Neil Barnard, and Dr. John McDougall, to name a few, who are all vegans themselves, by the way. It is said that Dr. McDougall even joked that he nearly went bankrupt because he lost his patients. They all get healthy and didn't need a doctor anymore. They don't come back. Some of these experts and vegan health information will feature on Supreme Master Television. Yes, we have them all and more on suprememastertv.com. Free to download and print out and give it to your people whenever you need. Thank you, Ms. Tan, for your noble role as example and a show host in helping people.
Thank you, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer, stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years, higher IQ, saves 70% of the total cost of $40 trillion for reducing global warming, uses 4.5 times less land to grow food, conserves up to 70% clean water, saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing. A solution for world hunger. Free up 3.4 billion hectares of land, free up 760 million tons of grain every year, half the world's grain supply, consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production, reduces pollution from untreated animal waste, maintains cleaner air, saves 4.5 tons of emissions per U.S. household per year, stop 80% of global warming, plus more.
Now we're joined by Mr. Chen Tianwen, the Deputy Speaker of Taichung City Council, who will share with us some very good news about community vegan solutions to climate change. Let's welcome Mr. Chen.
Welcome, Mr. Chen.
主持人好。
你好。
我是台东市议会副议长陈天问。今天非常高兴有这个机会来参加我们气候变迁的研讨会。我们议会每位同仁对我们全球暖化所对地球的所造成的严重的伤害都非常的了解。根据专家所研究的报告，我们了解畜牧业是造成全球暖化的主要的因素。
Yes.
因为畜牧业最大量消耗我们地球的土地、水资源，还有粮食作物也严重的破坏在生态平衡。那比如亚马逊，林雨面积也已经快速的消失，各地方的粮食饥荒，甚至产生了大量的有毒温室的气体，如甲烷、二氧化碳。联合国气候变迁小组以及我们国内外的研究的学者专家都提出一个共同的观念，就是素食有减缓我们气候变迁的一种方法，也为了响应环保署每日减碳1公斤的呼吁下，我们议会在9月的临时大会我们也有一个提案希望我们本市的所有的国中小的同学们能够在1个礼拜减少能够有1天能够用我们素食方法。那么我们市政府的教育处也发函我们各国中小的同学们鼓励我们要落实1个礼拜1日的素食。为了地球有序的生存，我们都应尽一份心力。素食是我们个人能够做得到那么每周1日素食只是一个开端，一个开始。希望我们大家努力，以及我们上司的加持素食人口我们希望是越来越多那么这样子的话我们地球会更好。这是我的建言，谢谢。
God bless. God bless. God bless. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful news, Mr. Chen. Wonderful news. Thank you and thanks your enlightened government and your people who support it. Very good. We should do that everywhere and more. Wonderful city. A good step. Good step.
Thank you, Master.
Good government. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Deputy Speaker of Taichung City Council, Mr. Chen. And we have now Mr. Lin-Xu Wen-Er, the Chief Editor of Persimmon Books and the CEO of website VegPlanet.com.
吴上师你好，
你好。
今年大概40出头岁，但是我认识你大概是在27、8年前，也就是在我大概15、16岁的时候，那时候还有 公共电话，然后上面就放了好几本小小的册子，上面就是即刻开悟之要。我在那个时候我就看过您的书籍了。那所以我很高兴今天能够有这个机会，能够跟师父直接面对面的做这样子的沟通，这样。那接下来我要问一个比较实际的问题，就是说，我们刚刚大家都有提到说所谓的畜牧业的问题，这样。但是其实，因为有供需才会有杀戮。但是不管你有没有吃素，我们素食者跟荤食者都面临同样一个结果是，空气不好，环境不好，但是素食者还是要承担一切的责任。那不管他有没有吃肉，这实际上来看，它其实并不是一个公平的现象。所以，曾经有人提出说，那能不能说在肉品里面征收所谓的肉品的税，能够让吃肉的付出更多的代价，然后以减轻所谓的肉品的需求这样。但是这个方式其实又蛮困难的，所以我个人有一个想法是说，其实像以前有所谓的香烟的问题，香烟的问题到现在来讲，抽烟的瘾君子已经很可怜的需要躲到室外才能够那个抽烟这样子。那我想这是一个烟害防治法一个很好的结果。那有没有可能就是说我们在肉品的上面也像香烟防治法一样推动一个立法，让购物的人他们在购买肉品的时候一样可以有一些至少有一些警语，有一些标示，可以在旁边写说多吃肉可能多摄取动物性蛋白质对你的健康是不好的，然后对于地球暖化会产生多少的碳排放量。如果可以透过立法让一个人在吃的时候他看到那样子的标语，应该多少会警醒他说他现在眼中的牛排，口中的牛排或是明虾可能要付出的代价很大。那不知道说吴上师对于说这样子的提案还是说还有没有其他的更实际的方式可以让我们能够让这个地球的暖化现象可以改善得更快。谢谢。
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Very good, Mr. Ling Shu. I'm very impressed. Yes, to see that you're both chief editor of a big book publishing company as well as the head of a vegetarian website. Very young and very, very enthusiastic. Very compassionate. Thank you. For being in such a positions, you must be a very busy man, I understand. But you look so healthy and handsome. And as a media leader in the veg world, you still continue doing your job and still look good. So the vegetarian diet clearly helps you look good and healthy and intelligent to do all your job. Bravo for your positive effect already, for being a walking example. And yes, your proposal is a very, very good idea. Yes, that's right. Give him an applause. Bravo. Doesn't he look handsome and young? Yeah. And very enthusiastic and smart. Yes. I'm sure your wife would say that every day. Now, we should be warning people all about the products containing meat and milk and eggs also. Fish even. Anything to do with animal products, we should, as you said, put a warning label on them. This is because these products bring many of the same health problems and involves the same animal cruelty, and they are destroying our home. The egg industry, for example, routinely disposes of male chicks at a very young age by throwing them into a grinder. Gosh. Oh. Where they are crushed into so-called meat while they are still alive. Oh, God. How can we ever do this? How can we ever do this? Imagine if it were our own defenseless children who were treated thus. Imagine if it's ourselves who were thrown into a grinder and made us suffer while still alive. My God, is there any hell more horrible than this? Mr. Ling Shu, besides being horrifically inhumane, even just to think about it, even just to mention it, it wrenches our hearts. How can we imagine anybody would do this? I did not know this before either. I did not even know this. The more we go into this information, the more we know about this terrible treatment to helpless and innocent little chicken and animals. I can't imagine we do this. I can't imagine anyone would do this. Gosh. Oh. These activities are carried out in completely unhygienic conditions, making them a breeding grounds for deadly bacteria like E. coli and viruses such as swine flu, and in turn killing humans and making people suffer. A lot of people suffer not by death but by the separation, the loss of loved ones, even young children who die by swine flu and living parents. Painful, suffer so much. The damaging health effects of meat and dairy are now well documented for everyone to see. Besides being directly linked to increased risk of such fatal diseases as colon cancer, links have also been made to many other cancers, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, infertility in women, and even mercury poisoning found in fish. Another type of meat poisoning can come from arsenic, which is often fed to poultry to make them grow faster. And in turn, we feed ourselves with this poultry. Of course, then we poison ourselves as well. But nobody would tell us about this. So we are feeding ourselves with poisons every day, not just from poultry, but from cows, and pigs, ducks, geese, and not to talk about the cruelty beyond imagination that we are not even allowed to know and to see. If everybody see how the chicken were treated, how pigs are treated, and how little tiny chickens are treated, grind alive like that, I don't think they would want to ever eat chicken meat again. But we are not even allowed to see this. Most of the farm are hidden away from us, hidden away from our conscience. And we, for not knowing, contribute to all this cruelty. And we, for not knowing, feed poison to our tender, young, helpless, innocent children and wonder why they're sick, they're ill, and have to make them suffer for medicine, injections, operation, and cause us so much pain to us, the parents. If only all people know this. We're trying to inform them. Please help us to inform everybody. This is beyond help. One US study that looked at all sources of arsenic acid, arsenic, a poison substance, said that among the highest are seafood and poultry. Seafood and poultry means chicken, ducks and all that, they contain the most arsenic. And arsenic is poison, yeah? Not only that, chronic arsenic exposure has been associated with all forms of cancer in Formosa. Please look into the research and see it for yourself. In other research, 164 samples of ready-to-serve prepared meat foods from a scientific center in Formosa, in Taiwan, were evaluated, with up to almost 30% found to contain some form of bacteria contamination, including the potentially deadly lethal E. coli. Finally, in one of the worst animal disease outbreaks to hit the island of Taiwan, the virus called hoof and mouth disease was transmitted from one pig that came to the island in early 1997. Within just 6 weeks, 6,000 farms had been stricken, resulting in the tragic slaughter, massacring 3.8 million pigs. Although in that case there were no reported human infections, this gives you some idea of how quickly animal-borne diseases can spread, causing devastation for themselves and humans alike. And these are just a few examples. So you can see, Mr. Ling Shu, the best is to abolish meat altogether. Because unlike tobacco, drugs and alcohol, animal consumption is eating up our planet, is killing us humans, and destroying our only home, that soon we might not even have a planet to live on, for our children to continue to live on. We have no time to waste now, as in the case of the other 3 poisonous substances, namely drug, alcohol, and tobacco.
Some of the tragic tolls of addictive drug abuse. Over 200,000 deaths each year. Costs of $181 billion each year in the United States. $33 billion in the UK. Lifetime cost of current drug addiction amounts to $575 billion in the UK. Harmful effects: brain damage, stroke, heart disease, liver disease, tuberculosis, emphysema, cancer, depression, suicide, permanent memory loss, mental illness, higher infant mortality, increased crime and violence, impotence. Crime and violence. Illegal drugs are a factor in 50% of burglaries in the United Kingdom each year. In the US, 60% of people arrested each year have been taking illegal drugs. 650 heroin addicts in the US committed 70,000 crimes in a 3-month period. Social costs. US businesses lose $100 billion per year due to employees' drug and alcohol abuse. Australians pay $53 billion per year for healthcare, law enforcement, and lost productivity of drug users. Environmental costs. Every gram of cocaine produced destroys 4.4 square meters of rainforest, with 300,000 hectares of rainforest lost each year to cocaine production. Death: 52 people die each day due to drugs in the U.S. In Canada, substance abuse is attributed to 21% of total deaths and 23% of potential life years lost due to early mortalities. Plus more. For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
For help quitting, please visit
Some of the tragic tolls of alcohol. 2.3 million alcohol-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of alcohol-related illnesses. $186.4 billion in the United States. Up to $210 to $665 billion globally.
disease. Higher amounts of alcohol increase the cancer risk. Even half a glass of wine daily increases the risk of mouth or throat cancer by 168%. Cancer of the liver, breast, colon, esophagus, rectum. Liver disease. Cardiovascular disease. Metal toxicity. Brain damage. Amnesia and dementia. Brain shrinkage.
Organ failure. Heart, liver, kidneys, stomach, pancreas, eyes.
Birth defects. Children afflicted by anxiety and depression. Mental retardation. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Stunted growth. Facial deformity. Sudden infant death syndrome. Miscarriage.
Alcohol-related violence. Child abuse, 50% of cases. Violence toward loved ones, 30% of cases. Violent acts, 40 to 80% of cases. Suicides, 20 to 50% of cases. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers. For help quitting, please visit
Some of the tragic tolls of tobacco. 5.4 million smoking-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of smoking-related illnesses, $96 billion in the United States alone. Depression. Light and mild cigarettes, just as harmful, causes cancer and diseases in animal companions, speeds the aging process. Toxic residues of third-hand smoke. Heart disease, coronary thrombosis, cerebral thrombosis, kidney failure.
Cancer, mouth, liver, breast and colorectal cancer, lung cancer, esophagus cancer, kidneys cancer, bladder cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, emphysema, bronchitis.
Stroke, impotence, additional harms for second-hand smoking, childhood arteriosclerosis, leading to heart attacks and strokes in adulthood. Sudden infant death syndrome, infertility, miscarriages and premature deliveries, childhood asthma, bronchitis, ear infection, cleft lip or palate, hyperactivity and aggression in asthmatic boys, circulatory problems in women. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers. For help quitting, please visit
Even if we put labels or warning on a meat package, is not sufficient. Now we can see meat is everywhere, legally killing us and our children, legally killing our planet, killing the environment in massive scales. We must stop animal production now. And at all costs, if we want to keep this planet called home, the government gives subsidies to animal industry anyway. So these subsidies can also be used instead to turn meat and related businesses into wholesome vegan businesses. Good for the people, good for the business, good for the planet. Doing this, we only gain hugely, not just immediately, but for the long, long run. And we can keep this planet forever and make it into a paradise by just throwing that meat away and stop the animal industry. So please, Mr. Ling Shu, use your media power. Join us in informing people of this harm so that they simply stop eating meat. It's too cruel. It's too unwise. It's too insufficient. It's too unsustainable. And it's killing our people and our planet. Legally killing. If somebody go out and kill somebody, we put him in jail. Meat is murder. Meat is killing billions of people. Killing our planet, our only home. We have to do something about this crime. It's really simple to be veg, and it is the only way to a future for ourselves and all beings on this world. Thank you, Mr. Ling Shu, for being veg and doing what you're doing to help to save the planet and save us from being the cruelest being in the universe. Wishing you all the best, and God bless your efforts, sir.
Thank you, Master, for strongly advising for us. We really should stop eating meat.
Some of the diseases related to meat consumption and or production. Fatal prion diseases transmissible through air or milk. Rabies, anthrax, sleeping sickness, Q fever, norovirus, swine flu, Ebola reston virus. Cured meats and fish increase leukemia risk in children. Antibiotic-resistant superbug infections from a strain of Staphylococcus aureus. Blue tongue disease, E. coli, Salmonella. Bird flu, mad cow disease or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, 90% of the population at risk. Pig's disease or PMWS, listeriosis, shellfish poisoning, preeclampsia, Campylobacter, Clostridium difficile, diseases hidden in healthy-appearing livestock. Some of the costs of meat eating. Infertility. Eating just one serving of meat per day increases the risk of women's infertility by 32%, with additional meat consumption increasing the risk. Heart disease. Over 17 million lives lost globally each year. Cost of cardiovascular disease is at least $1 trillion a year. Cancer. Increased childhood cancers and adult reproductive cancers from hormones in meat. Colon rectal cancer. Over 1 million new colon cancer patients diagnosed each year. More than 600,000 colon cancer-related mortalities annually. In the United States alone, colon cancer treatment costs about $6.5 billion. Millions of people are newly diagnosed with other meat-related cancers every year.
Diabetes. 246 million people are affected worldwide. An estimated $174 billion spent each year on treatment in just the United States. Obesity. Worldwide, 1.6 billion adults are overweight, with 400 million more who are obese. Costs $93 billion each year for medical expenses in the United States alone. At least 2.6 million people die annually from problems related to being overweight or obese. Environmental. Use up to 70% of clean water. Pollute most of the water bodies. Deforest the lungs of the earth. Uses up to 43% of the world's cereal. Uses up to 85% of the world's soy. Cause world hunger and wars. 80% cause of global warming. Plus more.
some of the costs of milk consumption, cowpox from milking cows, bacterial microbes, pesticides and enzymes found in cheese derived from the inner stomach linings of other animals. Up to 80% of the calories in cheese are from pure fat. Breast, prostate and testicular cancer from hormones present in milk. Hysteria and Crohn's disease. Hormones and saturated fat leads to osteoporosis, obesity, diabetes and heart disease. Linked to higher incidences of multiple sclerosis. Classified as a major allergen. Lactose intolerance. Plus more.
For help quitting, please visit For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Next, we have Mr. Lin Hongrui, the president of Swiss, the first website promoting vegetarianism in Formosa, Taiwan.
Wow.
信仰上是因为由于我们一直都在网络上进行推广素食的活动，所以我想请问上师，针对现行非常流行的 SNA 网络比如像 Facebook、Twitter、Prom， 可以在素食对抗地球暖化上面，我们应该会有怎么样的作为，或者可以有什么样改变的地方？谢谢。
Sure. Mr. Ling, welcome, and I'm glad to see you're a vegetarian as well. Hopefully a vegan, huh? Congratulations for your noble initiative in being the first to establish a vegetarian website in Formosa. Formosa, I mean Taiwan, eh? You know, right? I hope. I like the name Formosa because it depicts your island, meaning beautiful. So that is truly an accomplishment. So you are already leading the way in using modern technology to reach the public. Everybody could do like what you do. You're right. They should emulate you and do the same. To spread this information about beneficial vegetarian diet to all corners of the world, every corner of the world. Everybody should know this. By the modern technology, by internet. You asked about what the social networking sites can also do assist in efforts to halt global warming through the vegan diet. I say vegan because, as explained earlier, this really is the way we need to go to stop the greenhouse gases and the animal suffering. Yeah, all the websites should help to promote this. But we can't force them. We can only plead with them, can only inform them, and everyone should decide. Please decide soon. Otherwise, we might have no time. We might not have anything to save. When we do want to save, it might be too late then. Please do it soon, now. So promoting the planet cooling vegan diet through social network is surely good, yes. You can surely use them to spread the veg idea, veg benefit, veg planet saving, and the website themselves should do it also. We should inform people what's good for them, because it's also good for us. We are living on the same planet. We should also inform people about the terrible harms and costs to our environment and the health of people and children, as well as the life and death matter of our world and related data. We have to inform them all. Almost all people can do this, passing on the true information, the true cause of the animal diet. These can be effective because they use the most modern technology to reach the public. So yes, Mr. Ling, please spread the Be Veg message and get the word out to as many people as possible. Help people to wake up because time is running out on us. Thank you for your dedication to this noble cause, and I wish you all the best in heroically helping to save our world. God bless you. Buddha bless you.
Thank you, Master, for your very insightful and useful advice. Next, we have Mr. Lu Hongshen, an ex-pig farmer turned vegetarian.
欢迎罗先生，恭喜！
亲爱的师傅你好，看到你很开心。我本来是一个养猪户，然后因为有一些冲击到我本身内在的那种感觉，所以我开始放弃了养猪，然后开始茹素。谢谢。有一次我记得那个就是猪商到我的猪舍抓猪，然后那时候就是我跟猪商合力把猪从猪圈拖出，因为那一只猪要被拖出来了，剩下的猪在那边惊慌失措，然后就是很害怕，然后很恐惧的这样乱跑乱窜。哦，那个画面真的冲击到我到现在，所以我从那一天晚上我不知道怎么了，就睡不着，一直在想这件事情。然后隔天因为天气越来越热的关系，我去找了隔壁种植有机多年的林老师，跟他聊天，然后聊到猪的事情，老师就劝我说不要养猪了。好，然后我想说为什么不要养猪？因为他跟我说养猪其实跟天气非常有关系，因为猪的粪便就是畜牧业所产生的粪便，就像刚刚各大教授、各大老师说的意思是一样。然后我事后想想，从一只小猪，就是小猪到成猪，它需要1年的时间，整整1年的时间。那1年我不管天候多么的恶劣，然后不管多晚，也没有所谓的假日，我一定要赶往猪舍去把它们喂饱。那一种感情，就像跟家人一样感情。但是在1年后，我因为利益，我因为物质世界，这个感情我割舍掉了。说到这里，我有点难过，不好意思。就因为这样子，然后我更坚定我自己的信念，就是不要再养猪了，然后开始吃素。至今我已经吃素将近4个月，而且我是全素哦，是我是全素。
哇哦！
然后我妈妈一听到我吃素，我妈妈的心情就是比谁都开心，对。然后我之前还没有吃素之前，其实我体重胖到100多公斤，那我做任何事情我都感觉到非常的疲劳，然后处理事情很冲动。当我茹素之后，我发现到我体重下降，然后我就是讲话之后我都会动头脑吧。那即使我只有睡5个小时，我也不会觉得很累，然后隔天一样很活力十足这样子。然后我朋友说你是假油啊哟，我讲没啦，那我假油啊。就是，然后我跟我妈妈，其实我跟我妈妈都觉得说，对啦，吃素就对了，只有吃素才会让我们很健康。然后，最后感谢青海无上师父给我的那种教导，还有无上师电视台，他给我的画面，每一个画面都是很震撼的，每一个画面都 touch 到我的内心。我会永远就是谨记在我的心里面，就是师父所讲的话。然后最后我想奉劝全世界还有全台湾各个畜牧业者的同行，其实猪他们很有灵性，很合群，很团结，然后他们很爱干净，所以就是猪的智商还比狗还聪明，所以以后在骂人的时候不要说你比猪还笨，应该要改成说狗都比你聪明。
It's true。
刚刚说我就是他们那么有灵性，然后不要去宰杀他们有那么有灵性的动物，把猪当作是自己的宠物。我现在猪舍还有12头猪，那12头猪我会陪伴他们到最后。然后我现在我也转职了，我现在不但是一个货车驾驶员，我还是一个就是从事有机农业，就是把剩下的土地把它耕作成有机，然后我也可以就是跟大家说，跟属于我这种同行的时候，其实你们也可以选择像我这样子的生活，然后重点是你们要不要而已，谢谢。然后师父，我有个问题想要问师父，就是全世界的人类应该要坚持什么？ 应该要放弃什么，才可以就拯救我们这唯一所属的星球。这是我的想法。谢谢师父，谢谢。
Hi, thank you, Mr. Luo. 谢谢陆先生。Your speech has answered your own question. We have to give up meat. That's all there is. Just meat. Give up meat, and we have everything else. We have the great planet. We have the future for our children. We will have paradise on earth. It's really worth the change. And bravo for your decision to stop pig farming and become a vegan. And even become organic farmer. My God, you're getting better and so quick, so quick. I'm very impressed. And now you even promote loving animal awareness by real effort and activities, like you taking your pigs to the school and explain it to the children how loving, intelligent the animals are, and encouraging other farmers to turn into vegan organic instead. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you know yourself by your example and real experience that you are not only healthier now, and you also help saving the planet. You are a hero now. And you are even a vegan. You have the clear conscience. Yeah. Thank you, my hero. You have the clear conscience of knowing that you no longer contribute to the killing, bad retribution that is taking its toll on our world. Congratulations, and thank you for your compassionate choice. And thank you for your noble activities at the present to inform others. So what should we insist on giving up to save our only planet? Well, Mr. Laura, you know already the answer. Yeah. The historic decision that you made in your own life, giving up the cruel practice of animal raising, giving up meat, and become organic farmers. The answer you have already. That is, we give up meat, and then we plant organic vegetable. Very simple, very simple. It's not much change, not much demand on anybody at all. At least give up meat, and the world will become a paradise. And we will continue to have this world and a better world to live in. Thank you, Mr. Law. Thank you really from my heart. Thank you for making good example.
Thank you, Master. Thank you for this important message.
Good example.
Vegetarianism in religion.
The Baha'i Faith. Regarding the eating of animal flesh and abstinence therefrom, know thou of a certainty that, in the beginning of creation, God determined the food of every living being, and to eat contrary to that determination is not approved. Selections from the Baha'i writings of some aspects of health and healing.
Buddhism. All meats eaten by living beings are of their own relatives. Lankavatara Sutra. Also, after the birth of the baby, care must be exercised not to kill any animal in order to feed the mother with meaty delicacies, and not to assemble many relatives to drink liquor or to eat meat, because at the difficult time of birth, there are innumerable evil demons, monsters, and goblins who want to consume the smelly blood. By ignorantly and adversely resorting to the killing of animals for consumption, they bring down curses upon themselves, which are detrimental to both the mother and the baby. Ksitigarbha Sutra. Be careful during the days immediately after someone's death, not killing or destroying, or creating evil karma by worshipping or offering sacrifice to demons and deities, because such killing and slaughtering committed, or such worship performed, or such sacrifice offered, would not have even an iota of force to benefit the dead, but would entwine even more sinful karma into previous karma, making it even deeper and more serious. Thus, delay his rebirth to a good state. Karma means retribution. Ksitigarbha Sutra.
Cow die. The most important thing is to stop killing, because animals also have souls and understand like humans. If we kill and eat them, then we owe them a blood debt. Teachings of the Saints.
Christianity, meats for the belly, and the belly for meats, but God shall destroy both it and them. Holy Bible.
And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Holy Bible.
Confucianism. All men have a mind which cannot bear to see the sufferings of others. The superior man, having seen the animals alive, cannot bear to see them die. Having heard their dying cries, he cannot bear to eat their flesh. Mencius. Essenes.
I am come to end the sacrifices and feasts of blood, and if ye cease not offering and eating of flesh and blood, the wrath of God shall not cease from you. Gospel of the Holy 12.
Hinduism. Since you cannot bring killed animals back to life, you are responsible for killing them. Therefore, you are going to hell. There is no way for your deliverance. Adalila.
He who desires to augment his own flesh by eating the flesh of other creatures lives in misery in whatever species he may take his birth. Mahabharata anew.
Islam. Allah will not give mercy to anyone except those who give mercy to other creatures. Hadith.
Do not allow your stomachs to become graveyards of animals. Hadith.
Jainism. A true monk should not accept such food and drink as has been specially prepared for him involving the slaughter of living beings. Sutrakatanga.
Judaism. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Holy Bible. Blood meaning flesh.
Sikhism. Those mortals who consume marijuana, flesh, and wine, no matter what pilgrimages, fasts, and rituals they follow, they will all go to hell. Guru Granth Sahib.
Taoism. Do not go into the mountain to catch birds and nets, nor to the water to poison fishes and minnows. Do not butcher the ox that plows your field. Tract of the Quiet Way.
Tibetan Buddhism. The offering to the deities of meat obtained by killing animate beings is like offering a mother the flesh of her own child, and this is a grievous failure, the supreme path of discipleship.
Zoroastrianism. Those plants I, Ahura Mazda, or God, rain down upon the earth to bring food to the faithful and fodder to the beneficent cow. Avesta.
Everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. They will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature, and then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did, and they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now.
Finally, we have Mr. Chen Xueyu, a mathematics teacher of Mighty Brains Cram School.
亲爱的青海吴上师你好，我们有看吴上师电视台，最近你有谈到金星和火星的历史，这些是我们人类知识所没有记载，或是科学家所观察到的结果。我们对这些宇宙的奥秘非常有兴趣，同时也感觉到我们人类的渺小。地球上自从爱迪生发明电灯开始，人类的生活开始大幅的改变。短短100-200年，人类的物质生活进步到非常舒适的阶段。我们想请问师父，人类灵性要进步，是不是也要分成好几个阶段和过程呢？您提到您是经由非常深沉的打坐而得知宇宙的秘密。据说修行人的磁场可以改变物质界，请问是不是让更多的人修行，就可以更快减低气候变迁所造成的伤害
？Thank you, Mr. Chen, for being with us and for your insightful question. Yes, there are many stages of spiritual improvement and progress. I have mentioned these before in many of my lectures in a couple of decades ago. And our association members have printed them out in a small booklet and some other bigger books called The Key of Enlightenment. Please ask for it from our centers. The booklet that mentions different level of spiritual advancement are free to take home. It also describes in the scriptures of many great religions, although maybe not as clear, not as categorized like in that little booklet. But in Buddhism, Christianism, you will find here and there the example of spiritual levels. Here is one from Buddhism. Virtues are born through loving heart to uplift sentient beings. The attainment of a saint and Buddha status result in charity and the love to deliver fellow beings. If you have love for all existing beings and show it when a needed situation arises, if you feel their pain as yours, then you know that you are at the right saintly level, a walking, breathing, living saint whose existence will bring joy to countless others and is well loved by heaven in the hereafter and even now. So you can try easing into a deeper state of realization to realize your own spiritual level and improve your universal knowledge. You can find a like-minded group of friends or guide to show you the beginning of the road if you are not yet at the beginning, or more advanced if you are already on the advanced state of spiritual level. And of course you are correct that the magnetic field from spiritual practitioners can change the material world, but to some extent it depends on how deep the karmic retribution of the whole population of the planet people. If it's a lot of karmic heavy weight, then we need a lot more spiritual practitioners to uplift it. But the best is the people have to awaken themselves and neutralize the negative effect of what they have been doing. Okay. And the more practitioners, the more beneficial and uplifting energy we will have to counter darkness in the world. But we must also put this vibration into action, this knowledge into action as well. We have to turn around, change our concept. Just turn around, change our concept. Determined to live a nobler, more compassionate life and walk the way of love. We have to determine, to decide that from now on we will not harm any beings at any cost. Instead, we will help everyone to evolve, to enjoy life in the name of God, in the love of the Buddha. If you want some more information, maybe some of our centers could help you in Taiwan. Thank you, Mr. Chen. It's a very a long subject if we discuss about spiritual levels. But if you get my booklet, at least you can have idea about what level you are in at the moment and go from there. Huh, Mr. Chen? Thank you. Buddha bless you.
Thank you, Supreme Master Ching Hai, for your very special message for us.
At this point, we would like to recognize the Mayor of Santiago City, the Honorable Amelita Navarro, who will share some words with Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Oh, welcome, Madam Mayor.
Good afternoon again, Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Good afternoon.
I would like to repeat once again, it's an honor to be with you and to talk to you personally. It's a dream come true for me. I just have a comment, and this is, as a country that is situated in the typhoon belt, the Philippines will bear the brunt of climate change earlier than we have predicted. As a matter of fact, Storm Ondoy that submerged Metro Manila is a record of sorts. Then, within just 1 week, Typhoon Pepeng flooded northern Luzon, prompting the Weather Bureau to say that that was the first storm that stayed on land for almost 10 days, devastating all of northern Luzon.
I'm so sorry.
These are all due to climate change. That is why we are one with you in minimizing global warming. Again, thank you for planting the seeds of vegetarianism in my city, Santiago. It is a hard job for us to take, but we will take the challenge, and the challenge must begin now. On behalf of the City Council of Santiago, I also would like to thank you for your donation during Typhoon Emong, codenamed Tanchum, wherein you donated $10,000 for the devastated crops and properties. It went a long, long way to help my farmers to start anew. Maraming salamat. Sheshe.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you for being such a good mother to your co-citizen. Thank you for such a motherly love. And the higher love even, that not only you become an example of choosing the loving diet, but you also sign into a law and encourage your citizen and other prefecture to do the same. This is really great news indeed. I have to thank you. If we have more mayors like you, Philippines will not have to suffer so much. I am so sorry. And of course, we are always there to help in whatever way we can to alleviate some of the suffering of our co-citizens in the Philippines, because they are loving, peaceful, very hospitable people, very generous people. They deserve all the love and help from the whole world. Saying that, we also do not forget other islands and other countries who are submerging or sinking or disappearing or disappeared because of climate change. My heart is troubled every day thinking of all these innocent people and all the defenseless animals who have to suffer in this great upheaval we call climate change. But we still have time, Madam, we still have time. We could not reverse the effect of climate change in the past. Whatever happened due to typhoon and flood and earthquake, etc., that occur in Philippines and elsewhere, we could not reverse the effect, but we could stop future disaster by doing what you do, by converting, returning to compassionate vegetarian diet and encourage others to do the same. The government has power to do this. I beg all the governments of the world, please do this before it's too late, for the sake of your citizens and your own children as well. I have been pleading many times, and I have been praying to heaven to manifest physically on this planet, to awaken the leaders, the people, one by one. I've been praying for all this, and I hope the leaders, the government, and the people are listening. Important are governments must make example, must use the governing power to save the planet. This is the only one chance. I really wish all the governments follow your example, Madam. But thank you so much for being one thought in the darkness. We need more torches like you. Thank you. God bless Philippines, and we will always support your people in whatever way we can. I will be sending some more people and some more financial support shortly after this for the newly devastated disaster in your beautiful land. I'm so sorry. I could never cry enough for all the victims. I'm so sorry, madam. Please convey my love to your people. Please tell them I love them very much. And in my little humble power, I pray for them. Thank you for coming to share good news and to share your blessing energy with us and the Formosa. God bless you, madam. God bless you so much.
Thank you, Master. We thank our guests for their very valuable questions. We hope that the panel discussions and the speakers' insightful analysis will make everyone realize the terrible impact on climate change on the Earth and on our daily lives.
We hope that this conference will awaken the consciousness of the public to the pressing climate change crisis and other environmental issues. Master, before we close our conference, would you like to give a last brief message for us?
Sure, I'd be glad to. I would thank everyone again, the governments, the leaders, the supportive media, precious guests, and an audience for your presence today and for your shared knowledge. I have learned a lot from you, and I have enjoyed your love. Even the guests from afar who lend their caring spirit through a video greeting, and the esteemed dignitaries and scientists, the kind experts who share their time and knowledge with us. Though they are busy and far away that they could not come, but they send their words of wisdom and loving concern through recording video. And I thank the caring panelists for your valued contributions in addressing our urgent planetary state. I also appreciate all the distinguished government officials, media members, and guests again and again in this important meeting. And of course, I'm very touched by your caring support and goodwill wish to save this home of ourselves, and more importantly for our children. And we all thank the organizers who made this possible for us to convene and reaffirm our love and determination to be heroes for our planet. I am proud and touched by the leadership of Formosa and the Taichung government to carry the torchlight toward a brighter vegan world. As I have said before, I truly have faith in Formosa that maybe we could become the first vegan country on the globe. Seeing your steps in the direction of peace and compassion fills me with hope that together we will be able to save this planet. Whatever we have gained from our time today, please go forward. Walk with love to inform others of the need to do the same. That is, be veg, go green, do good deeds. And our planet will be saved. May this special land exist in safety. This special Taiwan island exists forever, so that I might have a chance to come back and visit you again and again. Thank you, and I love you all. God love us all.
Thank you, Master. We love you.
Thank you, Master.
Be blessed.
Thank you, Master, for your precious time and all important messages.
Be blessed. Save our world. save our vegan world. God bless. Buddha bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you again.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Joining us on stage are the VIPs, esteemed guests and delegates from all over who have come to join us in this climate change conference, along with delegates from 29 co-organizers who are standing here on stage hand in hand to show their commitment to fighting the threat of climate change and global warming. Let us take action today and every day to save the earth and care for the environment. Thank you to all the participants of this conference and our global viewers for joining us today.
Thank you, all these heroes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Together we are showing our resolution to save the planet and our co-inhabitants by being veg and going green. That's all.
So,
be veg,
go green, and save the planet.
Yeah.
One more time. That's all.
Together.
1, 2, let's all be veg,
Go green, and save the planet.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you very much, Chongqing University, all our esteemed guests and delegates. Thank you, Taichung City.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining our conference today.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, all of you. God bless. Buddha bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Supreme Master. We love you.
Bye-bye.
God bless you, ma'am.
God bless Formosa.
Mayor Ami Cesar Navarro from this beautiful city of Santiago City, Philippines. I wish to extend my heartfelt thanks to you, Master Ching Hai, for inviting me to be part of this because I owe a lot from you. Santiago City is the first city in the Philippines that is promoting vegetarianism in that part of the country. I also would like to thank Master Ching Hai for the warm reception that we are having right now. Also, I would like to thank her for the benevolence which she gave us when she donated a sum of 10,000 for our typhoon victims last May. So in behalf of my people, I thank Master Ching Hai for the opportunity to be one with her principles and her practice. Again, I say to her, mabuhay. Hi everyone, this is Mayor Ami Cesar Navarro of Santiago City from the Philippines. To all of you, big bets, go green, and save the planet.
这个是非常重要的主题，那希望大家能够关注我们气候变迁的问题。
我觉得这个主题是非常重要哈，因为现在地球软化，尤其是台湾在8月8号莫拉克台风受创之后，大家更显得这个重要，就是地球软化、气候变迁引起来的极端气候带来台湾的这么大的一个灾害哈，所以要能够来降低温室效应，这是非常重要的一个议题。那在日常生活方面呢，如果能够尽量吃素食哈，能够来这个抗软化，这是具体行动的表现。而且我认为哈，这样做法的话，对个人的健康也是很有帮助的。因为少吃肉或者是不吃肉的话，对于我们的消化系统啦，或者是说是对于这个我们疾病的产生啊，都有很大的一个比较好的一个影响。那我们政府当然应该有一个带头的作用，就是说是让民众了解问题，然后让民众能够来参与，然后尽量参与研讨，那认识真相啊，这样他就会从这个生活里面来作用了。那我大概从1年半以前，我大概尽量都吃素啊，吃素。那吃素对我个人的影响，就让我体态比较轻盈。重要就是说是大概在抵抗力的我的疾病部分哈，我比较少一点。那同时呢，就我认为啦哈，在思虑方面比较清楚，这是很特别一件事情，就是思虑比较清楚。 我们在素食这部分呢，我们已经从去年开始哈，前年开始我们就来推每个礼拜一，所有的同仁在办公室用餐的时候都全部都是吃素食。好，从这个带头作用，就是礼拜一。那我们也跟学校沟通，所以我们的市长也很支持，所以我们在学校里面呢，也是一样。那我们未来希望是说能够有一个素食的菜单、素食的餐厅，能够让吃素食能够更方便。
素食抗暖化其实是非常有效的一个活动。那因为我们都知道说，现在地球暖化的情况是越来越严重，尤其像今年风灾这么多，一次都比一次严重。那我们都知道说，这个就是暖化所引起的气候变迁的印象。那所以呢，我们每一个人都可以做的一个帮助哦，我想不是除了救灾、捐钱、关心以外，我觉得说每个人身体力行最重要、最快的方式就是吃素，因为吃素呢可以把这个地球暖化的问题呢降到最低，然后呢也是每个人都可以轻易可以做得到的。谢谢。
我非常荣幸有这个机会来接受这样的一个实在是一个教育。这一次真的这么荣幸参与这个会，最主要实在是迫在眉睫的地球危机的讯息，让我们任何人都有一份这种责任要来了解。那么我们很荣幸有青海吴上师他的主持，他的主要的这个目的，近几年他对弘法方面的努力，他要我们就是要尽量能够吃素不要再吃荤。我已经有介绍吃荤与吃素的利害关系，这里他呼吁我们要用 low health, eco and vegan and organic 这些5大的重要题目，就是爱护我们的这个守护我们的家园，我们能够在生活环境中每个人尽一份的力量去改变自己，让全世界的人跟着这样的目标去改变自己，这样我们地球会有救的。